Dear friends, the motto of the United States of America is, "In God we trust." This phrase, "In God we trust," appears also on American currency. Dollars, euros, pounds, yen, dirhams, rupees, and other types of currencies anywhere in and around the globe speak of value of money. Everyone uses it. We all want it, work for it, think about it, and desire it. Money is the principal measure of wealth, and we measure it in thousands, lakhs, crores, millions, and billions. The Bible has a great deal to say about money and wealth. God is the source of all wealth, and He should be acknowledged and thanked for it, whether one is rich or poor. We all have a desire to be self-sufficient and to be independent. However, our daily basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter are meant to remind us of the need for daily dependence on God's provision. Therefore, Jesus taught us to pray, "Give us this day our daily bread." Matthew chapter 6 verse 11. Money per se is neutral, but St. Paul in his first letter to Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 says that the love of money is the source of endless evil. Greed for money has not only ruined individuals, but it also has ruined families and institutions. In Judas' example, Jesus warns us that the love of money can be deceptive, that we can wander to the point where we are willing to sell eternal treasure for a handful of coins. In Judas, Jesus showed us an example of what loving money and hating God can look like. Jesus warns us that we cannot serve both God and mammon. Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. In the example of rich younger ruler, for whom money became a stumbling block to follow Jesus, he loved money in his mind. It's a spiritual disease. No matter how much God gives us, we still want more. God gave Adam and Eve everything they needed to enjoy life. Yet Satan tempted them to want even more, and they yielded to Satan's temptation. How clear and true God's warnings are on this point. They that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9. In the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10 we read, "Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless." Jesus saw wealth as a gift from God to be used in His service. Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. Those who have been blessed with wealth must share generously with the poor. Matthew chapter 25 verses 31 to 46. And avoid the sins of arrogance. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 17 to 19. Dishonesty. Exodus chapter 20 verse 15. And Mark chapter 10 and verse 19. And greed, Luke chapter 12 verses 31 to 21. Many of us who are blessed with wealth beyond our need, and we who trust in God and in His providence, have a greater responsibility to share generously with the less fortunate.